I'm going to show you a change to a toy that I had posted before in a video of DIY foraging toy that uses large heart and star rings, 1-inch bitty bagels, finger traps, and crinkle shred. And the reason I changed this was because I had run out of the large heart and star links and I needed to get a substitute, but they were out of stock. So I found a substitute, the GeoLinks. And I like the GeoLinks a lot better. One thing I like about the GeoLinks is they're flexible. They make a stronger attachment. These are kind of brittle sometimes and they'll break pretty easily on you. The only difference that I had was there's a little bit of a bigger gap. So I had to figure out how to close that gap, but the straw beads work perfectly for that. So I'm going to put this together for you and show you what I'm talking about. The first thing I do is I put 2 bitty bagels on here. One's going to be a hanger and one's going to start the chain. Then you take a straw bead and you just put it through here to close this gap. So to me that's much stronger because now, and then it gives the bird something else to chew on and play with and work at. So you've got that there. The next thing you would do would be put another GeoLink here, put another bagel because you're building your chain, connect that with a straw bead to secure it. There you go. Now, if you're going to use the circle GeoLinks, you're going to have to adjust a little bit on your straw bead. The long straw beads are a little too big for the circle, but all you have to do for that is just cut off just a little bit off the end, about maybe a third, not much. And then it's going to fit right over this circle just fine, and it's going to close it up. Good, but first you of course want to put your bagel on the other end, then close it up, and you continue building your links. So that's 1, 2, 3. I like to put 4 on there. So I'm going to put another 4th. I'll end with a bagel, and I'll close this up with a straw bead. So there I've got my chain working, and I've got my hanger. Now I'm going to start in the second one here, and I'm going to put my finger traps in there. So there I've got my finger traps. You see how I'm building the toy? And I just like these better. To me, they're much more secure. They give a little bit more space in between there. And now what you would do is stuff these. So what I'm going to do is take a little bit of crinkle shred, kind of roll it up here, and I found the easiest thing to do is take your needle nose pliers, and you're just going to go in here and stuff it. So I stuff one end. I don't have to stuff it a lot. Then I always like to make sure that they have a treat. I'm going to put just a half of a peanut. If you don't want to give peanuts to your birds, you can use sunflower seeds, piece of an almond, and then more crinkle shred. Stuff the end. And you would continue on with the toy until you're finished. And sometimes what I'll do is I might not put a treat in this one if I don't want to give them too many nuts, every other one. Which is why I just use a half of a peanut. That's not too many, I don't think, for this toy. So you would continue on until you finish, and then I'll show you how great the toy. I've gone ahead and finished up filling the treats and stuffing all the rest of the finger traps. And this is your finished toy right here. So I've got the extra bitty bagel at the top is to use my hanger. I would just put a bumpy link here, and then that's when I'm going to hang it in the cage. Now I usually go ahead and just give it to them like this, but I'd like to show you just a couple more things that I find so great about the GeoLinks. You can make a little foot toy with bling. All you do is you take some of these 3/4 inch pinky rings, put them on here. Just put a few on here for some jingle, and then put a straw bead. And there you have it. Just a great little foot toy. You could make it a little heftier by adding, just add bitty bagel, and then just put a couple of your links on there, and there you've got another foot toy that has some jingle to it, and it's also got something to chew and shred. You can also take these and you could add some of your links on there for jingle, and then you can take it and add it to any one of these others. Put your straw bead there. And then with the pinky rings and just a little bit, you've just added, I don't know, I guess I call it adding some bling.